What's up, dudes? Just coming through to drop just a little quick shaman guide. I had a couple of y'all asking some questions and asking for some stuff, so I'm gonna throw this together, see what y'all think, and let me know. I'm gonna I kind of blaze through this and just hit me up down in the comments or whatever if I miss anything or have any extra questions or not. So right to it, just stats and gear. Very easy, just 7.5% hit and expertise. I'm a little over right now just because of the amount that I have on my gear, and I'm not trying to nitpick it too much. It's still good. And then after your caps, mastery, and then haste while you're gearing up, and then like as you get more gear, just like higher item level stuff, crit becomes more valuable because of just like the amount of haste that you'll kind of passively be getting anyways. Um, as we get like more and more stats in the gear, and item level is really good. So just stay focused on that and your tier. Um, it's pretty chill. Glyphs first, just before I forget. I like the shamanistic rage glyph quite often, just because you can dispel any magic effect off of yourself, like the stun on protectors of the endless. I think it was like goes on the two people. Um, And with everything else, I pretty much keep Chain Lightning and Fire Nova on all the time. Fire Elite Glyph has potential for like really long fights, but that's only for like prog. So like after that, it's gonna lose value as you get more gear and all that. So just, but still worth noting. Talents, real quick. I play Astral Recall pretty much, or Astral Shift pretty much all the time. There are cases where I like where like a heavy rot fight where stone bulwark would be great, obviously, because it's also like it's just a consistent thing, and it's also buffed by like your attack power and all that. So but generally astral shift, when windwalk totem to dispel movement speed debuffs. Earth grab is just like a PvP thing. Totemic persistence is the one that you want. So when you drop Healing Tide, you can also drop a Healing Stream with it. Um, Healing Stream is like low key actually like really good. If you use it enough, and it can sometimes take as hard as Healing Tide, like wire cooldowns and all that things, and your procs are going. Echo of the Elements after this. It's obviously just it's like a kind of a slot machine. It's like uh you're gambling for procs, but on average it's like really good. And like we said with the haste, it's like I played Ancestral Swiftness while I was gearing up just for like some passive haste, but after you got like 475, like 480 item level, even below, I mean, it's also fun to play with. Like it's cool throwing a chain lightning and seeing it hit like 13 targets because you got like 1, 2 procs. So ancestral guidance pretty much all the time too. This is great, especially in raid. Obviously, pretty self-explanatory. Um, and Elemental Blast, dude, has been my favorite. It's really good for like straight single target or any kind of fight with like prio things like Wind Lord, where it's like it's great to like maybe have improved fire rally while the ads are up, but like ads are just gonna die faster and faster as your group gets more gear as well and all that. So you're like losing value on this quickly. But Elemental Blast will still kind of like carry you through to the end because it's just really the best single target damage ability that you can get for enhance. So and it looks fucking cool. So um that's like we're gonna queue into a dungeon, but just like a couple little side comments. Um, I'll mention it here just like real quick, but like at the beginning of a boss pool or like in a dungeon or like wherever, just wherever you want to start popping cooldowns, just you. I had somebody ask this the other day. Snapshotting is still a thing. So like you want all your buffs up, you want your blood fury up and all that, and your trinkets. when you pop your wolves and your fire rally, because as it was in like Wrath, um, yeah, just get a big old snapshot on them, and fire rally even without primal is fucking shit up. It's a lot of damage. It's really good. Um, Unleash elements. That's another question I had. For the 30% extra damage on your next fire spell from having flame tongue off on your offhand. Always use that on elemental blast if you can, because obviously like 30% of like a 400k crit or like a 200k non-crit is obviously more valuable than like a flame shock that like might do like 125k all total, like if you get like a good RNG on them. So there will be times where like you'll be using unleash elements, but you might have just used, or like there will be times where just the cooldown timing will be awkward and you won't, the flame spell damage buff will fall off before elemental blast comes off cooldown. So just use it on a flame shock. It's not a big deal. Nothing to stress over. You like the idea, as it kind of has been for a while with Enhance, is to just keep everything on cooldown. As long as you're keeping everything on cooldown and playing the whack-a-mole shit, like you're gonna be doing okay. I'll link the weak auras that I have. Below the video. But they're kind of like regardless of if you get them or not. The how I have them laid out here is kind of like the prio, so it's like elemental blast. I want on cooldown prio all the time. Unleash and then lava lash, especially once you get your 2 set. Big ol' 15% damage. The shit is doing a lot of damage still, which we love. And then storm strike on AoE has like slightly more prio than lava lash, of course, unless you're spreading flame shock still to get big fire novas. And then yeah, snapshotting your big cooldowns. Keeping things on cooldown, man. That's the name of the game. Sick. Get your little refresh. Wind Fury main hand, Flame Tongue offhand. You know, Lightning Shield. Always keep that shit up. Zwin buff. Because the Zwin buff scales with nature damage, which is kind of crazy. I like to mark the tanks. Not class related. That's generally how I'm gonna like open it, is like a flame shock and a lava lash, just to kind of get some damage going and to be ready with some fire novas. But like what you're hitting and when, especially while you're like learning, is like less important as like just at least getting your flame shock up and then a spread. There it is. Oh my god, it's trash. So I already lost like my trinket procs and all that, so it's not a big deal. But and I went to lust, so I'm just gonna fucking send everything because I'm not gonna sit here and wait for trinket procs. We're just gonna fucking send it. Get everything on cooldown, snapshot of fire rally, and wolves with the blood fury. Little ascendance. Little 4-stat cast in between my melees. Enhance is still so fun, man. Like in all the classic versions, like this spec still just like feels like you're playing an expansion ahead with just like the amount of things you have to press and utility and all that shit, man. We love shamans, dude. Easy 200k. Like, dude, I'm sitting here talking to y'all just like, oh yeah, this, that, whack-a-mole. Yeah, dude. Fun class. We love shamans. So now that everything is on cooldown, as we're in a dungeon, kind of be the same kind of concept as if you're like on a raid boss. So now I'm just going to be kind of using things off cooldown as they come up and just planning to have everything up for the last boss. Oh, I pulled through it. Let's just keep running. Will flame shock spread because the lava cooldown? I'm gonna tag these for this guy. You wanted to do that, right? You're welcome. Little ancestral guidance action. Help keep our group alive through all the magic dots and stuff. Flame shock lava lash spread into fire nova. We love fire nova. It's a great button. Lots of dopamine. Lots of dopamine. Your prio is just, yep. That's like your biggest thing in dungeons is like that first flame shock into a lava lash for just like some big AoE. And if you're playing like the flame shock glyph in dungeons, which is also cool, you know, it's like a lot of healing in dungeons. So on the bigger AoE pulls, right? So we got AG on cooldown. So if anybody gets fucked up by something, I'm gonna save healing tide for the next pull. Cause it's all like the Bone Weaver guys. I do sometimes have some OCD with keeping Searing Totem down while I don't have a fire rally up. Just but that's more just like I like to refresh my Searing Totem in the gaps that I have while everything is on cooldown. Even if there's a bunch of time left, just in case, you know, I don't get like the best of luck or like some mechanics happen or some shit. I don't. This is like a bit more on the min-maxy part of it, but I don't want to be having to drop any kind of like cooldowns or totems while any of these buttons are off cooldown, you know, just to, like maximize your damage output. But you know, like don't let your teammates die, dude. You know, just play smart. Help your team. If your team dies, you die, right? So you may as well just like help them out. Yeah. The LOS, Flame Shock, the Totem, Lava Lash, Fire Nova, the Storm Strike, the Chain Lightning, Fire Nova, Earth Shock, Lava Lash, just to make sure everything's still got Flame Shock because a bunch of things have died. And sometimes you just get bad RNG where it's like, alright, I'm Fire Novaing, I'm all that. And it just happens to be the case that every target that had Flame Shock on is dead. And you're pressing Fire Nova, getting nothing out of it. So, you know, just be aware of that from time to time. Yeah, not being able to Fire Nova on AoE is like a big mood killer. Big boner killer, dude. It's awful. Alright, so we got wolves and things up. Let's see if I can get a couple melees in. Maybe get a proc. A little elemental blast. Maybe get agi proc. And I'm going to send wolves and ascendants. We got trinket like just as. That's kind of crazy. So maybe we'll be alright here. I'm holding a sec at the 5 stack for the elemental blast. Which I do sometimes, you know. It's not the end of the world if you like. Wait a second. Especially if you're Unleash Elements buff for your fire spell is still coming off cooldown. I'm gonna pop some AG again just to make sure these oozes don't do this. Fucking mark somebody. Oh, flame shock spread. Well, chain lightning on 2 targets. Unless like the dude you're killing is like a big prio target. 2 targets or more chain lightning. 1 or prio target for lightning bolt. I like this tank. We like this tank. Cool, dude. What a gamer. Flame shock, lava lash, fire nova spreads, chain lightning, fire nova. We got everything rolling, dude. This is great. And keep pressing lava lash on flame shock target. Remember, on the bigger pulls, just in case you lose some flame shocks, and then you just all of a sudden can't fire nova. You're just like, and then you turn into that guy. I'm pressing my button, but it's not doing anything. And like everybody hates that guy, so don't be that guy. I'm holding fire, Ellie, because we're almost to the last boss, and I want to fucking delete that guy. I am gonna drop a healing tide though, and a healing stream. Just cause, not because we need it right now, more just to like, exercise the example of like pressing buttons. I am gonna pop wolves here though, cause I got a trinket up from Dancing Steel, and I've got 2 minutes before last boss, so. A little flame shock because I've only got 2 stacks of Maelstrom. You know, don't overthink things too much, man. It's better to be like hitting buttons than like waiting there thinking about shit. You will for sure get more damage with less hesitation time. And you know, just keep playing the game. Just figure it out. Work on the muscle memory. I'm running through. Follow me, tank. Come on. Oh, come on. Follow me. Don't let me die. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god. I'm health potting. Oh, I tried to bag it. Whatever. Yeah, they're coming. I got AG and we're chilling. We're chilling now. Yeah, sometimes it'd be like that, dude. The shaman life. That's what we got Onk for. Fucking Onk. It's all good. Some of y'all, you know, dude. The shaman life. Oh yeah, Wind Fury on pull. I'm dead. All right, yeah, sick, dude. I'm good old TVC vanilla days. Little lightning shield refresh. I don't approve of clicking, you know. You just saw me click that buff. That's because it's lightning shield. It's an hour-long buff. Because I got too many fucking keybinds, dude. Too many fucking keybinds on Shaman, dude. I ain't got no room for nothing extra. Like, look at all these fucking totem sex, healing spells, fucking. Oh my. Oh. We have pulled. Alright. Send out an elemental blast, try to get some cooldowns rolling, but Blood Fury's not up anyway, so hopefully our trinket's up. Chilling. Ah, dude. It's just a dungeon, but I'm just gonna hold it just to do it right. Fire early. Lost Descendants. Little flame shock on the fire spell buff, because elemental blaster's not coming up and it's falling off. Little mid cast in between the melees, which you can watch for. You don't need a swing timer. You can watch your character's hits and the damage numbers and those like in between melee hits, or casts in between the melee hits. Kill him. That's it, dude. Cool. Nice and easy and quick. GG, thank you. Don't mind me not having instance chat on because I just don't like to see what people are saying because I have gotten into some trouble in the past with these classic players, so I just, you know, I just want to be a good boy. So, but that's pretty much it, dude. Like, you can see the damage breakdown. We can ignore Zwin's, but yeah, Fire Nova, dude. Oh, lots of dopamine. Big, lots of button presses. Flame shock behind it, of course, with the spreads. Elemental blast for a huge single target damage. Lava lash for the spreads with the 2-set, doing big damage, and then yeah, the chain lightnings here and there. Enhance hasn't like changed much in a lot of ways. If you're like a player coming back, but it's still as active as it was, which is why it's fun. Which is why people like us play it. Because we like the fucking game. So if any other questions or anything like that, I'll be around. Drop them in the comments. And yeah, let me know what you think. If you like this one, I might do one like this for Bear. I know I haven't put up any recordings of it yet, but I'm having a lot of fun with that, as I always have. So yeah, thanks for watching. GG's. Maybe drop a like, subscribe or a like or something. Less concerned with the subscribes, more concerned with the likes, just to, you know, maybe at least get a little bit of initial traction, because I know some people are looking for some enhanced info, because there's just, you know, we just want reliable information, right? So have a great day or night. Thanks for stopping by again, and I'll talk to you later.